We all know the pattern. You set a goal, get motivated, and then, almost automatically, you ruin it yourself. You delay, overthink, or make a decision that destroys progress. That behavior isn't weakness. It's a safety reflex built into the human. Brain self-sabotage happens when the mind mistakes discomfort for danger. The part of the brain that wants to keep you safe, your limbic system, fights. The part that plans for the future, your prefrontal cortex. When growth feels unfamiliar, the emotional system sounds an alarm. Something's wrong. That alarm releases cortisol, tightens muscles, speeds your pulse, and pushes you to escape. Escaping feels like relief, so the brain learns that quitting equals safety. Think of it as a protective misfire. You're not lazy. You're wired for survival. What are you thinking? That you'll change later? That you just need the right time, the right mood, the right plan? That's the lie. You've been selling yourself comfort and calling it strategy. You say you're tired, busy, not ready, but the truth is simple. You're scared. Scared of what happens if you actually try and still fail. Scared of losing the identity that hides behind your excuses. Talk about potential like it's waiting for permission. It isn't. This is it. No music, no noise, no more stories. Just you, sitting in the wreckage of your own delays. You can keep pretending or you can move. That's the choice. And you already know which one you've been avoiding. You've spent years rehearsing your reasons. Why it's not time, why it's not fair, why you're not ready. But growth doesn't care about your timing. It only listens to what you do next. Every excuse you protect is a story that keeps you small. And stories don't save you. Action does.
Excuses. You're talking there about people making excuses. What have you come to learn about the nature of excuses and if they are our friends, our enemies, if they're ever useful?
Your excuses will destroy you and take everything that you ever wanted from you, if you let them.
Doesn't sound like a friend.
No, it's definitely not a friend. Is it?
People wiser than you have already said it. That consistency beats inspiration. That discipline is what remains when motivation disappears. That the world won't believe in your potential until you do. They weren't superhuman. They just stopped waiting for permission. So now what? You've heard the truth. You've run out of lies that sound smart. The next move is ugly, quiet, and invisible. It's the part no one claps for. It's the day you show up when nothing works, and keep showing up until it does. That's how rewiring begins. Not in one moment of clarity, but in 1,000 silent repetitions of courage. Because change isn't loud, it's the sound of you doing the thing you said you couldn't. It's the quiet click of fear, losing its grip. No more waiting. No more almost. You don't need perfect conditions, you just need this moment. And the next one after it. So stand up, not someday. Now this is where the pattern ends. This is where you begin. Back in 1879, in a quiet German village called Ulm, a boy was born who barely spoke until he was 4. His teachers called him slow, distracted, lazy, said he would never amount to much. He spent his childhood wandering in thought, lost in ideas no one else could see. For years, he believed the story they told him, that he wasn't built for success. But curiosity grew louder than fear. And that boy, Albert Einstein, became the mind that redefined time itself. He didn't become someone else. He simply stopped sabotaging who he already was. Maybe that's the real genius. Not intelligence, but the courage to ignore the voice that says, not you. Einstein proved what most people forget. Your limits are rarely real. They're habits you repeated until they hardened into truth. And that's the quiet part of growth. Not the noise, not the applause, the decision to keep showing up when no one is watching. Because the moment you choose effort over fear, your story begins to rewrite itself. It's not dramatic. It's not cinematic. It's the smallest possible act of defiance, choosing progress when comfort calls your name. Every theory, every invention, every person you admire was once just someone who stopped believing their own excuses. So when this video ends, Don't scroll away looking for another hit of motivation. Do one thing, anything, that your future self would thank you for. This is where the pattern ends. This is where you begin.